Here with headlines today, some breaking news coming in as we speak. 2 days after a blast and fire killed 15 sailors and 3 officers on board the INS Sindhurakshak, divers have now been able to retrieve 2 bodies from the submarine. Efforts are on to bring out the rest of the 16 bodies. The worst fears of the Navy were confirmed when divers saw many body parts floating inside the submarine as well as in and around the area. Our correspondent Jugal Purohit now joins us live from Mumbai. Jugal, coming to you, news coming in that 2 bodies have been recovered, but the massive effort will be to pull out the rest of the bodies which are still floating inside the submarine.
Oh, absolutely. The Navy is perfectly aware of the kind of crisis that the families of those 18 personnel are facing right now. They have for sure established that at least 2 bodies have been recovered from the INS Sindhurakshak. The hunt for 16 more is certainly on. Divers are at the spot. The teams are ready. Operations have been going on since the time the submarine hit the bottom of the sea inside the naval dockyard. But it will have to be seen as to what is the kind of success that the Navy gets, because right now we are aware that despite all the efforts and all the might of the Navy utilizing the tight timings, they only managed to recover 2 bodies, whereas the entire 16 other families are very much in Mumbai and they are actually wanting and demanding answers from the Navy. So this is the situation right now. We are in fact awaiting a formal briefing by the Indian Navy spokesperson any minute now, and in that briefing they will be of course telling us about the latest situation. We are also aware that the Navy was deliberating on roping in some international expert agencies to help them with salvage, which is again something completely de-linked from recovery of bodies. It's about recovery of the vessel. So as far as the recovery of the bodies is concerned, their proceedings are going on. Divers, as I said, are on the job, and 2 bodies they have found out. Absolutely heartbreaking news, but then
yes,
in a certain sense, with the passing of time, officers who are aware of the operation, who are talking to us, were telling us that with every passing minute that window of hope was actually fading away, and these 2 bodies have only now told us that it's time to prepare for the worst. Vedika?
Absolutely, Jugal. The worst fears of the Navy confirmed here. But tell us, Jugal, what are your sources telling you? What condition were these bodies recovered in?
Well, Vedika, we must understand that this submarine initially actually had to face multiple explosions, after which, owing to the explosions, there was a serious charge of water inside the submarine. After that, they had to remain in this condition for nearly 48 to almost 60 hours now as we talk. So one can imagine the kind of stress that these people have undergone, and if at all any of them have made it. We are already aware, in fact we broke this news, that naval divers had in fact come across several body parts strewn around inside the submarine and also in the waters around the submarine. So that should give us an idea as to just what these personnel have undergone and the bodies that have been now recovered. In fact, my sources were telling me that it is going to be extremely difficult to even find bodies in the proper condition, after which, as I said, we did put out the news that there were recoveries of body parts in disparate condition. So we are aware that the bodies have undergone a lot of stress, the personnel have undergone a lot, and it's only the Indian Navy which can authoritatively tell us as to what was the state of the bodies, what is the situation, and how long do they estimate the other bodies to be recovered, Vedika.
Jugal, perhaps this is the biggest challenge, though emotional, that the Indian Navy faces at this point, because you have families waiting to hear more about those bodies within the submarine, and right now the Navy has no answers for them.
Absolutely. In fact, speaking to naval personnel, they told us about their dilemma. They said that if we do find body parts, what do we tell the families? We can't even identify those body parts, and as long as it takes, and it may take perhaps many more days for the Navy to actually gather all the 18 bodies or to conclusively establish identities of these 18 personnel, the families will have to hang on. But on the other hand, the Navy is also aware that that situation cannot be prolonged, because it is an age in which people are aware, people can read up, people are finding out. In fact, some families we spoke to said that why is the Navy not responding when we've already read up that in submarines you cannot last beyond 15 to 16 hours given the situation, the emergency kits available. So why is the Navy not telling us the truth? So it's a situation where the Navy is facing an informed crowd. They know what the realities are, just that they want the Navy to confirm to them and bring a sense of closure. On the Navy side, they cannot give any closure unless they can establish the identities of the people involved. The two bodies have been found. We are still not sure because the Navy has not been able to establish the identities of the same despite finding the body. So we are up against a situation where on one side they are trying to extricate some bodies without identities. On the other side, an informed group of people want a certain sense of closure. They are all here in Mumbai. Navy is hosting them. There's a special cell dedicated which can keep talking to them, which can actually counsel them and prepare them for the worst, as the naval chief had said on the first day itself, and after that it's been 3 more days. So it's a situation which is extremely awkward for the Navy to find itself in. Not only is it grappling with the loss of its frontline platform, but also this human cost which is for now at least taking a huge toll.